Barbie collector friend next door, and this is kind of a serious topic. In fact, I get nervous even talking about this, literally, but I think it's so important, and I think Mattel is welcoming the conversations to be had about celebrating all people. And you guys know, and I did a video about the Barbies in 2015. I think it was around there, I think I read an article in like 2011 around there about how Barbie was irrelevant. And then Barbie decides in 2015, might have been 2014, but anyway, that they're going to come out with all these different body styles. And then they do all these different skin tones. And now we are at a point where Barbie is literally celebrating people that have different medical conditions and different needs that they are living through life with. And that is so wonderful, because what we are doing is we're celebrating everybody. And Mattel is saying, no matter what you look like, you matter. And there's a little doll to reflect you that you can hold in your hands and play with. And I love that. I just love that for kids these days. It's so cool. When I was a kid, there was like hardly any diversity whatsoever in Barbies, and you just played with what you played with. But now I feel like we're at a point, hopefully as humans, where we're, celebrating people. I don't know. It just makes me happy. That just makes me happy to think about. So in this video, I'm not going to go back to the ones in 2015 with the different body styles. Instead, we are going to talk about some of the dolls that have come out that are deeply unique and very important. And this is not it. Like, I'm going to show you type 1 diabetes. I have a blind Barbie, Down syndrome. I have different Barbies, and I'm going to show you these and we can look at them. But I want you to know, if you're not seeing yourself reflected, then keep looking, and maybe now is the time to email Mattel and say, hey, I think we should have a Barbie that is like this, because I feel like Mattel is really trying, I hope. I mean, people could probably debate this. I don't know. I don't work at Mattel, but I feel like they're really trying to show everybody reflected in Barbies, which, as a Barbie collector, I love it. So I'm going to show you some here, and we're going to check out how gorgeous these dolls are, how well made. The details are fantastic. Okay, so this is the Breakthrough T1D. It says formerly JDRF. So this is the Diabetes Barbie, and she is absolutely fabulous. Check her out. She's got on this polka dot dress. This doll actually sold out. That's how I know that this is resonating with people, because I went to buy this Barbie and it was gone. And then they got them back in stock and I was able to get one. But that means that these dolls are really resonating with people. And I love that there are little girls out there that this may be the first time they've ever had a doll in their hand that reflects them. You guys, it just makes me emotional thinking about, because it's so special. So anyway, here she is. She's absolutely gorgeous. She's got her polka dotted dress on. Of course, she has her, I don't know exactly all the terms here, but I know that this measures her glucose levels. So she's got it there. And then it even has the little thing on her tummy that's measuring. And very pretty doll, of course, but I think what parents are going to appreciate, and what children that may struggle with this are going to appreciate, is that this doll has these medical pieces that they themselves have. So I think that's super cool. And please forgive my ignorance if I'm using terms that are incorrect. I do have some people in my family that I love that have some special challenges. And I am often, I often have conversations about like terminology and whether or not I'm using the right words and things. And what I try to do is just listen and then, adapt. And so if I'm saying something wrong, I'm so sorry. Please know that my intent is absolutely not to hurt anybody's feelings, but to talk about these awesome dolls that Mattel is making. Because if you didn't know they were making them and you have a child with one of these different challenges, then I would rush to the store and grab one, because they're so cool. This Barbie is Autistic Self-Advocacy Network Barbie. So this Barbie has autism, and she even has a speech device back there. And She's got her headphones on, which is awesome. She is wearing a purple dress. She even has a little fidget spinner. I love that. And then cute, cute, cute. And she's got, what does she have on there? Sensible shoes, it looks like. Maybe they're heels. Oh, they're flats. They're flats. They're fancy little flats. Very cute. How pretty of a doll. Absolutely gorgeous. And I know that there are little girls out there and little boys that have autism, that this doll is going to really resonate with them. So I just am so impressed, Barbie. And then on the side, it's got like a lot of different Barbies that have been released with different challenges and needs and conditions. And so you can see some different Barbies that you could go and find for your child. This is Blind Barbie. And here's my favorite thing about this doll. The words are in Braille right here at the bottom. And as far as I know, this is the first Barbie that has Braille on the bottom of the box, you guys, which I know sounds groundbreaking. I don't know how expensive it is to manufacture a Barbie with Braille on the bottom, because I'm wondering, like, surely we could probably do this with a lot of dolls, right? But if you are a person that's visually challenged and you've never had a Barbie, and then you pick up this doll and you feel that you have Braille here that is special for you, that's amazing, you guys. Mattel, I'm impressed. Sometimes I get mad at you about your shipping and things like that, but on a core level, I clearly love you guys. So it says down here, American Foundation for the Blind, expanding possibilities for people with vision loss. And here's this absolutely gorgeous Barbie. She's got her glasses there. She has her walking stick. She is wearing a beautiful dress. I like the purple, very classy with a pink top. Very, very pretty doll. And then what kind of shoes does she have on? Heels? Are those heels? Okay, sometimes I can't see very well in these boxes. Those are heels. She's wearing heels. But she's got her walking stick, and she's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful doll. So good job, Mattel. That's really cool. And then we have another one. This is Down Syndrome Barbie. And it says down here, National Down Syndrome Society, NDSS. And I heard people feeling upset by this Barbie, feeling like she was too something, not enough something else. So, but I guess my position on this is, if our choices are nothing that represents people with different populations and challenges, or trying to represent people with challenges and different struggles, then I'm going to opt on the side of including and inclusivity rather than leaving people out. I don't know. This is just what I think. I don't want to try to define the language here, but what I do want to say is that I applaud Mattel's efforts to reflect all people in the dolls they are creating. I think we have come a long way since the 90s, which I love the Barbie and the Rockers, but we've come so far as celebrating all people in Barbie. So Mattel, I think it's cool. I'm proud of you. So this is the National Down Syndrome Society Barbie. And as far as I have read, I have not seen where they said they disagreed with their decision to make this doll. I believe that they support this Barbie. I mean, this Barbie was not like pulled off of shelves or anything, but I did hear that there was some debate over this Barbie. But I would expect that. Because this is pretty groundbreaking. These are very groundbreaking dolls. I mean, even the fact that I'm holding the doll and calling it Down Syndrome Barbie. I don't know if that's necessarily a title that we were hoping for, but I think that it has started a conversation that is warranted. This Barbie has a prosthetic leg. I'm not quite sure why this Barbie is in like a completely different box, other than the fact that I think she is part of, well, it says back here, deluxe style. And so she is like one of a set of Barbies. It just so happens that she has a prosthetic leg. So this is as if I bought Barbie and the Rockers and one of them, you know, had a challenge that was displayed in that Barbie, which that's a pretty good idea actually. So here we have beautiful doll, and she is posed very supermodel-esque here. Even her outfit, very supermodel-esque. This doll's skinny, y'all. And then she does have a prosthetic leg, and I love that the leg is pink and glittery. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. And I just feel like if you were a person that had that challenge, hopefully you would feel like this doll was representing you. She's absolutely beautiful. This one, none of these dolls have descriptions on the box. I feel like that might be partially by design. Maybe Barbie is trying to avoid like potential pitfalls by not trying to describe these dolls and hurting anyone's feelings. And I mean, I don't blame them, because I'm fumbling through trying to discuss these dolls myself because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I just hope you hear my heart that I'm trying to celebrate that Barbie wants to celebrate all people. And I definitely do not want to hurt anyone's feelings. So if I've said anything that offended anyone, I apologize. And if you don't want to buy these dolls, I think that's okay too. If you want to buy these dolls, by all means. You guys, it's a Barbie world and we're just living in it.
We've been waiting for so long. We've been waiting for this time to begin. We ain't getting any older. I kinda feel a little younger. Run away and embrace the day. The sun is out, won't go away. Feel the clouds on your shoulder. Touch the sky, feeling bolder.